Our next conversation, the true strength of any institution is revealed not by the absence of challenges, but by how it responds to them. Calls for comprehensive review of the 2026 Nigerian Bar Association national election have intensified, with senior lawyers, candidates and members of the bar raising concerns over the conduct and the controversies that followed. Among the leading voices is a senior advocate of Nigeria and first runner-up in the election, Lateef Akanbi, who described the exercise as shambolic. He argued that the conduct of the election has tarnished the reputation of the legal profession. Okay, BQ, can the NBA continue to occupy the moral high ground when its election is under intense scrutiny?
No, it's under intense scrutiny, and it should be, because many things happen in that election that are not pleasing to the ears. A good number of the people who come on TV to pontificate on national matters, on the weakness of INEC and all that, they are lawyers. And their own election, they too are talking about glitches. When INEC talked about glitches the other day, they said they were lying, that they were just out to rig. Can we say the same thing of NBA? Can we say it's because they wanted to rig that glitches happen? Because many people were simply locked out of the platform that should have permitted them to vote. And so many people were disenfranchised. Look at what I was reading. From what Akogbe said. He said 7% figure. If the ECNBA's numbers are to be believed at all, does not reflect voter apathy. It reflects voter suppression, not for want of trying, but through a calculated combination of systemic failure, platform collapse, untested authentication changes, and the stubborn insistence on proceeding with an election that anyone involved knew was not ready. Thousands of lawyers who wanted to vote, who tried to vote, who stayed away for 2 consecutive nights to vote, were locked out by a platform that could not carry them and an electoral body that would not wait for them. An election with this level of suppressed turnout is not a democratic exercise. It is rather a controlled outcome dressed in the language of democracy. And he said the total number of lawyers who managed to vote in the 2026 election is roughly the same as the number of votes a single candidate received in 2024.
Really? No.
This is shameful. If lawyers cannot organize their own election, how many are they? And if people in urban centers, where you want to expect network to be good and all that, if they cannot vote, how do the people in Jalingo and other places?
Yeah, they far.
Yes, far-flung, how do they vote? And this is what we have said. When some people were shouting about it, and a lot of people were making all that noise about real-time transmission of results, a lot of them were lawyers who come here to sometimes twist the law. A lot of them are lawyers who will tell us that the opinion of a judge is the judge's judgment. Can there be any nonsense worse than that? That a judge cannot express opinion again. Senior lawyers who, and they were saying that the opinion of the judge was her judgment. Even me, a legal illiterate, I knew that the opinion of a judge can never be
the judgment.
Now to organize their own election, they can organize a transparent election. I had the woman who won the election say, no, you cannot say that I cannot win except I'm assisted by rigging. I'm not saying she's been assisted by rigging, but the facts point to the fact that a lot of people were disenfranchised. They tried to log in, they failed. They stayed away for 2 nights, yet they couldn't get on the platform to exercise their franchise. What kind of election is that? If you are not ready, for God to come down from your Olympian height, show some level of humility and say, look, we are not ready at this time. We've seen INEC postpone elections before now.
Yes, during Jaga's time, we did.
So why wouldn't MBA say, okay, this election at this time, it seems we're here to perfect a few things. The authentication process, we need to work on it. But they are too arrogant to even admit that there's a problem. And you just organize a sham election and you expect people to be happy, you expect people to keep quiet. How do you organize an election? What have you gained when only the number of people who voted for a candidate in 2024 was the
overall
the totality of those who voted this time?
I mean, less than 1/3.
If your election shows, in this case, electronic voter suppression, voter suppression by electronic means, it shows that that election cannot stand any serious scrutiny. And the product of that election cannot be said to represent the wish of the generality of the Nigerian lawyers. In any case, the person who came second and the one who came third, their votes put together was higher than the person who won the election. Yeah, we can say that, oh, in democracy, even if you win by one vote, because people said that during Shiwaju's election that other people's vote put together was higher than his own. But for the sake of argument, we can say that the majority of the accredited voters did not elect the winner. And why? Everything was tied to the fact that people couldn't get on the portal to vote. Some are even saying that some senior lawyers were deliberately locked out. That the system was manipulated to log out some particular big lawyers. Because of those big lawyers, they have big chambers, they have a lot of their people who are likely to vote for certain people.
And could turn the
tide. So Jubril Okutepa, my brother from Kogi, is saying that the election was manipulated to achieve a particular outcome. That's what he's saying. And a lot of them are saying the same thing. How can you're talking about cyber attack. Oh, so we can have cyber attack in NBA election. But they've not explained exactly how the cyber attack happened. There has to be transparency. Lawyers like to argue a lot. They speak excellent grammar about the need for transparency, accountability. But we've not seen it in their election. We've not seen it.
Very key.
You've not seen it.
All right, gentlemen, we need to go on this quick break right now. When we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away. All right, welcome back. It's still Journalist Hangout. If you just joined us, I still have BK Ora here with us and Asuko James. Now, Asuko, if less than 1/3 of registered voters participated, how can the election truly reflect the democratic will of the Nigerian bar?
Well, if that is if less, you know, because I'm not sure we can say that this was an election, and it's something that I think the Nigerian Bar Association has to look into. Yes, they now have a president, but I feel that she has a lot of work that she will do. I don't know how she will convince, you know, the other lawyers on, you know, on how she wants to run her presidency with all these allegations.
Exactly.
Big badges actually brought her in. Because from all the things that there's one that I even saw that says that one of the candidates, Olumuyiwa Akinboro, says that his own name was changed from Olutoyin, you know, Akinboro, and his picture was not also there. Some people actually said that they logged in at some point.
Instead of Olumuyiwa, it was
Oluwatoyin that was there, you know. Then some people logged in at 12 and they didn't, you know, started voting until around 7
in the morning.
Some they were even sent links.
It just went offline.
It just went offline. Some people, you know, were sent links. They tried and they were waiting for OTP. It did not come.
OTP didn't come.
You know. So even
famous people. Okay, look at Monday Ubani, our friend.
You know,
he and his son went with the purpose of voting. neither of them could vote. Neither of them could vote.
The NBA in Lagos,
Yes.
they had 14,000 registered voters.
Okay.
But only 4,000 were able to vote.
So 10,000 were disenfranchised.
You understand? So just imagine that is a Lagos.
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 That's
so
the biggest
That's
branch.
the biggest branch of the Nigerian Bar Association.
10,000
So just imagine Abuja and the rest of them.
So many people are disenfranchised.
So there are so many people who are disenfranchised. And I think it's something that the Nigerian Bar Association has to look up.
Now,
Because if the OTP does
Yes.
not, if the OTP
If you don't get the OTP, you can't
does not, you
look up.
cannot proceed
Exactly.
with the exercise. So and for most people, they start the process, but the OTP that is supposed to help them
Yes.
complete the exercise did not arrive.
Yes.
You just try and try.
Now,
So
you
what
will
is
try-
if you are not ready for technology?
Why
Did you?
Even I don't understand. Everything cannot be by technology. Now, and if technology ends up disenfranchising people, what is the value of the exercise? What is the credibility of the exercise? Look at the number of people and the testimonies of people. Another lawyer, Maduka Onwukeme, said he voted, but his wife, who is also a lawyer, was unable to obtain the OTP to access the voting platform. The platform was scheduled to open at midnight, went offline, and did not become operational until about 7:35 a.m.
Now, BKO raised an issue. Some lawyers had raised alarm about the technology that was supposed to be used. Why didn't the NBA postpone it until it is
Exactly.
fixed?
To prepare thoroughly.
Yes, because they could have done that and then prepare. There's nothing saying that, they must even do technology or electronic voting.
What is difficult
There's
in
nothing.
postponing
They
it?
could have postponed it and then they look for other means for them to be able to do this election.
The thing is, I don't even understand the obsession with
The
technology.
technology using electronic voting.
India is the world's largest democracy. It's the most populated country in the
Yes.
world. India, when it comes to IT, India is number one now, in my view. That's my own judgment. But India uses a combination of electronic and manual voting. But we are obsessed with electronic voting. Now look at the problem that the lawyers have. Barrister Onwukeme said 30 people contacted him that they could not vote. 30 people contacting one person to say they could not vote. You know? And if you are saying, there was a cyber attack, explain it.
Explain.
Show the transparency.
Exactly.
Because if it was INEC that did that,
You would
you
demand.
will stand on the rooftops.
Yes.
All those
And
famous
then they'll be
lawyers, they'll be
protesting.
going from TV station to TV
Exactly.
station to say INEC rigged the election. You will say you no agree that there was no glitch.
It's a big shame
There
on
was
them
glitch
now.
in 2023.
Yes.
You said no, that it was a plan to rig, that there was no glitch. Now you are the one saying that there is
There's a
glitch
glitch.
now. So we too can agree that, okay, there was no glitch, that you just wanted to manipulate.
Yes, so let them.
So they put themselves on the spot now.
yes.
Now by force to do
I
technology.
don't know.
We have Godwin calling in from Yola. Godwin, let's talk.
You know, it's extremely sad. The ramifications of this goes beyond the first surface value in terms of even lawyers not being able to find fairness or justice for themselves.
Yes.
And then for the common man, where's our hope?
Oh.
Where's our hope? Where on the streets you're not sure you go into the judiciary and you find a way out with judges and lawyers. The sincere truth is that we need sitting up. And it goes beyond our generation to talking about our kids around. Technology is not the problem. It's us.
It's us. I agree with you,
It's
Godwin.
us.
I
Somebody
agree.
wanted to play games with
Yes,
this. and
exactly.
manipulation.
So please, let's be honest and sincere, because at the end of everything, God himself is going to judge us. Posterity will judge us.
He's looking at
Thank
us,
you.
Godwin.
No, I feel that whatever happened could have happened before even the voting, not after.
Okay, now looking at
You
this.
mean,
So
so we need to investigate
That is where
what they are saying, that some people, some big lawyers, that they could not access, because you then felt that, okay, some of these big lawyers, maybe they've taken a position, so maybe they were deliberately locked out. Because it's possible to lock out particular people. But yes, he said technology is not to blame. No, I do not agree totally. You know? Yes, technology is subject to manipulation. You heard
Yes.
what This man who owns Starlink was saying the other day.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk was warning that, look, it's easy to rig election with this thing. But people still don't agree. I know how many lawyers who are going from TV station to TV station to say real-time transmission of result, that all across our country, you can do real-time. These are people, they don't travel like some of us. And I've given examples.
Saying the POS can work.
Yeah, I've given examples. Even the senator, Abdul Nengi, was given the example. I said, okay, let us go to Breeding Gwari together. Senator Nengi, use POS in Breeding Gwari, let me see you. Because I was there, you were not there now. I was there. They don't, whatever they want to buy is cash. If you like, want to buy a trailer load of Shanu, that is Malu, you must pay in cash. Because the base stations have been destroyed. Can a phone work without a base station in the area? They've destroyed everything, the bandits. There's no bank. There's no banks that is standing. And it's a big community. They've destroyed. I saw pictures of the banks that have been destroyed. Now you want us to believe that there's nowhere in Nigeria where people cannot.
Exactly.
Look, a friend of mine, in his local government alone, he listed about 17 communities where you cannot use your phone. In this same country, what we were saying, they didn't listen. Everybody just felt that, oh, technology is the silver bullet that will ensure that our elections are 100% good. But look at what we are witnessing.
All right, gentlemen, moving forward now, what should the newly elected NBA president, what should be our first priority?
Our first priority is that she should, find maybe a committee.
Reform. Reform the system.
Completely. Set up a committee to look at what really happened.
To investigate our own election.
And they have to be honest about that.
Be honest about it.
Be honest about that.
Because I remember President Yar'Adua actually did something like that.
Yes. He said the election that brought me was defective.
Okay, just hold on.
And he came up with the electoral reform.
Yes,
that was how someone like Jega.
He came up.
We have Benga calling in from Abuja. Benga, let's talk real quick.
Hello, good evening,
Mr.
Good evening, Mr. Kolade Okitoju, and good evening to your colleagues there. Number one, on the issue of Dangote, I'm happy that it's resolved. At the same time, I always hear or read that the marketers are saying that importation is cheaper than Dangote fuel. Why can't this be regulated? Why can't the boat be working so that we will not be held as a vigilant one day by Dangote and say, look, I'm selling at 5,000 naira per liter.
Okay.
Number two, about the issue of the NBA. The NBA, this has opened a can of worms, and they need to cleanse it. They are the ones that should promote law, promote decency, and promote what we call equity. They should come out clean on this. So by the time we have election next year, they cannot be able to go to court and say to judge to say this and that.
All right,
Nigeria will not take them serious. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, we need to go on this quick break right now. When we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away.